Good evening, wherever you are in this world. Today is a very important day to my YouTube journey because I'm introducing another type of video where I'll be now sharing KCSE biology essay in YouTube. So I'll be selecting the best of the essays so that we share with you as my audience. So, my first essay is this. Imagine this. You are walking through the savannah and suddenly you lock eyes with an angry lion. How does your body react? Or picture this. You have just enjoyed a delicious meal, but you have unknowingly added an excessive amount of salt. What happens inside your body when that extra sodium enters your body? The information I'm driving you at is from the topic known as response and coordination in animals. So, in today's video, we will dive into the fascinating world of human physiology and explore how the body responds to two different but equally dramatic situations. The intense fight or flight reaction triggered by the sight of an angry lion and the complex processes activated by consuming too much table salt. We will break down what happens to your heart rate, hormone levels and organs, all the way down to the cellular level, and help you understand how your body is constantly working to keep you safe and balanced. So, whether you are facing a dangerous predator or a salty meal, let's find out how your body handles these challenges. The essay, which is our first, or second, let me say second, because there was another essay on osmosis, you can look at my videos, is discuss the responses of various parts of the human body under each of the following conditions. A sudden sight of an angry lion, that is A. B. Large intake of table salt in a meal. This essay was supposed to be the essay for the biology examination of 1985, guys. So, very important. So, I will first of all show you how these animals we are talking about look like. Look at the lion now. This is the lion king in the Serengeti National Park. That is the way the lion looks like. All right. That's the lion in the Serengeti National Park. I will then now give the scientific classification of the lion. And the lion, the binomial name is Panthera leo. And therefore, we can look at the other taxonomic units as follows. Kingdom is Animalia. Phylum is Chordata. Class is Mammalia. Order is Carnivora. Family is Felidae. Genus is Panthera. Species is Panthera leo. This classification places the lion in the animal kingdom with the phylum of vertebrates, as it is a mammal and a carnivore in the Felidae family, which includes other cats like tigers, leopards, and because we are also looking at consumption of too much salt, I show you the two types of salts. We have the table salt and the kitchen salt. All right, as you can see there. So I also go ahead to give you the comparison between the salts. The table salt is highly refined and contains additives like iodine and anti-caking agents. And it has fine grains suitable for precise measurements, particularly in baking. Whereas the kitchen salt, which is also known as the sea salt, is typically less refined, often free from additives, and features large grains. The grains are larger, with potential variations in flavor and mineral content. But the fact is that both types of salts have their uses depending on the context, and neither is inherently healthier than the other in terms of sodium content, though kitchen salts may offer more flavor complexity. Remember, table salt or kitchen salt is known as chemically sodium chloride. Now, let's come to the question. You have a sudden sight of an angry lion. So what happens? The body perceives a threat, triggers the fight or flight response. Fight or flight response, which involves the sympathetic nervous system and the release of adrenaline from the adrenal medulla. The responses of various parts of the body now will include, after those hormones are released, all right, this is what is going to happen. And we look at the first thing is the brain and nervous system. So there is activation of the hypothalamus, signals the adrenal glands to release adrenaline and cortisol. Then heightened alertness and faster decision making follows. Eyes, pupils dilate to allow more light to form better vision. Heart rate increases to pump more oxygenated blood to the muscles. Remember, you require a lot of energy to run away or fight. Lungs, breathing rate increases from greater oxygen intake. Muscles, increased blood flow due to vasodilation in the skeletal muscles prepares the body for action. Skin, sweat glands activate sweating to cool the body and enhance grip if you are going to come face to face with the lion. Blood is redirected away from the skin causing paleness. Digestive system. Peristalsis slows down or stops as blood is redirected to essential muscles. Liver. Glycogen is broken down into glucose to provide quick energy. Adrenal glands. They release adrenaline and noradrenaline for rapid physiological changes. So that is how your body will react if you see the sight of an angry lion. Now, let's go to the second part. But before we go to the second part, we can have clear examples. A typical example of the stress response is a grazing zebra. If the zebra sees a lion crossing in for the kill, the stress response is activated. The escape requires intense muscular effort, supported by all of the body system. The sympathetic nervous system activation provides for these needs. And there you can see how the zebra looks like. That is a Grevy's zebra from Samburu National Park. Grevy's zebra from Samburu National Park. Can I have a look at it with more right? Similar examples. A similar example involving fight is a cat about to be attacked by a dog. The cat shows accelerated heartbeat, pyroerection, hair standing on end, normally for conservation of heat, and the pupil dilation, all signs of sympathetic arousal. So you see how the cat reacts, okay, when they are just about to fight with a dog. Rats try to escape when threatened, but fight when cornered. It can bite you. Some animals stand perfectly still so that predators will not see them. And finally, many animals freeze or play dead when touched in the hope that the predator will lose interest. All right. That ends the section on the fight, fright response. Let's look at the other one. But before that, we have the dogs there. Morphological variation in 6 dogs. You see, when the cat sees the dogs, it will react. Look at the dogs. All right. So let's look at now when you take a large intake of table salt in a meal. High sodium intake disrupts homeostasis. So please be warned. Leading to the activation of regulatory mechanisms to restore normal sodium levels. The response includes the following. 1. Brain and nervous system. Increased osmolarity of the blood stimulates the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus triggers the release of antidiuretic hormone from the posterior pituitary gland to retain water. Kidneys. NDH acts on the kidneys to increase water reabsorption, reducing urine output. The renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system may be activated if blood pressure rises, promoting sodium excretion through urine. Heart. Elevated blood volume from water retention increases blood pressure, hypertension. The heart may release natriuretic peptide to counteract high blood pressure by promoting sodium erection. Blood levels. Increased blood pressure causes temporary vasoconstriction. Digestive system. High salt concentration may cause thirst, prompting increased water intake. And the liver plays a minimal role but may process excess ions indirectly through metabolism. Cells lose water to the hyperosmotic extracellular fluid, causing temporary cellular dehydration. The skin, excessive salt intake may cause the body to sweat more to excrete sodium in some cases. In conclusion, both scenarios showcase the body's ability to adapt to environmental changes via the autonomic nervous system, endocrine responses, and regulatory mechanisms. The first involves acute stress, while the second pertains to long-term homeostatic balance. Goodbye, and wait for the next essay. Acknowledgements. We cannot end the essay without acknowledging the owners of the photographs and even ChatGPT for helping me to polish the content of this essay. All these are licensed, the photographs are licensed under Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike 4.0 International License, and they are in the public domain. So we are around to use them. Okay.